Hey, going to do another really short update this week. The game is still scheduled to go into early access on January 31st, and I've started sending out keys to curators and starting to get some recommendations back, which is feels great. They're not. I haven't gotten any non-recommendations yet, so that feels good. But as you know, in Steam, it's just a binary recommended or not recommended. So I haven't been getting like scores like 7 out of 10 or whatever. So I don't know uh, precisely where the game falls, but people are at least enjoying it enough to recommend it. So that's good, and I think it'll only improve over time. So that feels very good. I also put together a roadmap. I already posted about this a little, so some of you might have seen it. But to sort of detail what we plan to do over the next couple of years working on Ectolibrium. So one of the problems that a lot of people have criticized early access for is that games can go on early access with these sort of vague promises and people buy into that potential without really realizing what they're buying or not buying, and then ultimately the customer is sometimes dissatisfied with their purchase. So in order to alleviate that, and in order to keep ourselves on track and motivated, we've at least attempted to schedule out our releases for the next couple of years. So we're alternating between episodic releases and these auxiliary releases. So this roadmap starts after the January 31st release of Episode 1. The episodes are going to be narrative driven, so they're expanding the game's story and moving closer to the end of the game's storyline. And then the auxiliary releases are adding features that increase replayability and sort of more secondary value aside from that main storyline. So, for example, the grotto where you can grow plants and grow gameplay mutations. I did a video on that a while ago, but that's going to be our first auxiliary release, probably in April. And Demi here is saying dates are estimates, subject to change. This is game dev, so I'm well aware that this schedule might not be what we finally land on, but it's at least going to give us a skeleton to follow. So auxiliary release 1 is Eld's Grotto. Episode 2 is Arcology Projects. Aux release 2 is Eld's Forest. Episode 3 is O'Leary Labs. And then we're talking about doing 1 full year after episode 3 to polish everything that we've come up with. So we assume by then we'll be better at making content for this game, and then also we'll hopefully have a lot of feedback from the early access customers to help us make the game better. So before we release all of this content as the final non-early access Ectolibrium product, we're going to spend some time to respond to all that feedback by making changes to the game, and we'll go through and optimize things and polish visuals that were rough around the edges, and just do all the things that we want to do, as well as responding to feedback. And hopefully by then it'll be a really cool game. I already think it's really cool, but and hopefully some of you agree. But I think it'll only get better with time. So anyway, I guess this is. I'll probably do another post right after we release or something like that. But the January 31st release date is going to happen before next Sunday. So Thursday. Stay tuned. Yeah. Thank you. Bye.